After many hours of restoration and minor rigging customizations, our oak and mahogany lugger was ready for the water. This was our first sail in her since acquiring her in November 2023, and therefore the first opportunity Jane and I had to see how she performed and check that the changes I'd made worked as expected. We rolled her into the incoming tide at Dell Quay Sailing Club near Chichester. Unfortunately, the date we chose must have been National Seaweed Day. It was everywhere. While getting the boat ready to sail, local hero Michael Stanley rowed up to the pontoon in a boat he'd made himself out of corrugated sheet metal, hose pipe, boat fenders and other bits and bobs. Mr. Stanley is a retired major in his 80s. He's affectionately known as Major Mick and famous for raising lots of money for charity by rowing long distances in his homemade boat. We tacked and jibed near the sailing club for a while to understand how the boat handled, then set off for Itchenor with Major Mick behind us.
Good.
Very nice, good. Thank you.
She looks really nice.
Thank you.
Surprisingly good to windward for a lugger. Yeah.
We are.
She's lovely. Yours is fabulous.
We pottered about in a light breeze, sailing back and forth between Dell Quay and Itchenor. We didn't venture far. With the tide going out, I didn't want to risk returning late and find that the sea had receded too far from the slipway. We could have done with a bit more wind to liven things up a bit, but as it was our first sail in the lugger, we were okay with the light breeze. Our all-wood 14-footer weighs a significant 550 pounds, but her hull shape and 99 square foot standing lugsail mean that she sets off easily and is sailable even in the lightest winds. In a previous video, I'd covered a repair that I made to one of our oar blades. We tested the repair and it held up perfectly well. We returned to the sailing club a little too soon. There was still plenty of water up the slipway. We probably had another 40 minutes before the water's edge receded too far, but better to be safe than sorry.
Did you have a nice day?
While we waited for an optimal depth in which to haul the boat out of the water and onto its trailer, we enjoyed a good slab of cake at the sailing club. Jane looked after the boat while I got the car. Time to get both ladies out of the water and head home. We learnt a lot about launching, retrieving and sailing our new boat, but more importantly, we had a great day.